Ever wondered about the thrilling journey of Cameron Saaiman in the UFC? It all started with his first fight at UFC 282, where he stopped Stephen Kozlow in his tracks with a third-round knockout. Saaiman's journey began long before that. Inspired by a live MMA event at the tender age of 12, Saaiman dedicated himself to the sport, training diligently and honing his skills. Hard work paid off, earning him various ranks and titles, including the South African K1 kickboxing champion and both the Fight Star Junior and Senior Bantamweight champion. His journey didn't stop there. A decisive victory against Joshua Wang Kim in the Dana White's Contender Series, Saaiman had made his mark and was ready to take on the UFC. From the kickboxing champion of South Africa to a promising UFC fighter, Saaiman's journey has just begun. Saaiman's rise in the UFC has been nothing short of spectacular. This South African bantamweight, Cameron Saaiman, has proven himself to be a formidable force in the octagon, with a striking record of 9 wins and just 1 loss. Let's take a moment to revisit some of his most impressive victories. At UFC 285, Saaiman faced off against Mana Martinez. It was a grueling 3-round battle, but Saaiman's relentless stamina and technical prowess earned him a majority decision. Then, at UFC 290, he met Terence Mitchell in the ring. This fight was a testament to Saaiman's knockout power. He unleashed a flurry of strikes, stopping Mitchell in the first round, adding another victory to his record. Saaiman's fighting style is both thrilling and strategic. He's a master of the round kick, a technique he's honed over years of training and competing. His striking power is undeniable, with 6 of his wins coming by way of knockout. But it's not just his stand-up game that's impressive. Saaiman is also a skilled submission artist, with a particular fondness for the guillotine. This balance between striking and grappling makes him a versatile and unpredictable opponent. However, Saaiman's influence extends beyond the octagon. Before he was a UFC fighter, he was shaping the next generation of MMA athletes. As the head coach and owner of the Little Legends program, Saaiman dedicated his time to teaching MMA to kids in various locations in Gauteng. This experience undoubtedly has played a role in shaping his tactical approach to fighting. Saaiman's rise in the UFC has been meteoric, to say the least. From his debut at UFC 282 to his recent bout at UFC Fight Night, he has consistently demonstrated his fighting prowess. With a record of 9-1-0, Saaiman is a force to reckon with in the bantamweight division. His journey so far has been a captivating blend of determination, skill, and a dash of South African grit. The future looks bright for Saaiman, and we can't wait to see where his UFC journey takes him next. But every journey has its bumps. For Saaiman, it was the UFC Fight Night against Christian Rodriguez. This was a 3-round unanimous decision loss that left the MMA world in a state of surprise. But let's not forget, setbacks are not the end of the world, they're stepping stones for learning, and Saaiman is no stranger to rising up from the ashes. In his fight against Rodriguez, Saaiman showed his true warrior spirit, even though he didn't emerge victorious. This loss has opened up areas to focus on, especially his defensive game and his stamina. The MMA community has seen his strength in knockouts and his proficiency in the guillotine, a favorite grappling technique. But the fight against Rodriguez showed that there's always room for improvement. Looking ahead, it's clear that Saaiman has the potential to bounce back stronger. His passion for the sport, his determination, and his willingness to learn from his setbacks are what make him a true contender in the bantamweight division. Potential future opponents? There are plenty. But for Saaiman, each opponent is merely another stepping stone on his journey towards becoming the best. And let's not forget, he's been training since the age of 12, inspired by a live MMA event. This is not just a career for him, it's a lifelong dream. So while this setback might have been a surprise, it's certainly not a full stop. A minor setback for a major comeback, Saaiman's journey in the UFC is far from over. So, how does Cameron Saaiman's UFC journey fare till now? From his first fight at UFC 282, Saaiman's journey has been marked by impressive victories and a few setbacks. He's shown undeniable talent with knockout victories and first-round finishes. His setback against Christian Rodriguez at UFC Fight Night highlighted areas for improvement. However, his dedication and potential are unquestionable. We rate him a solid 7 out of 10 for his performance, potential, and overall skill set. With a rating of 7, Saaiman's journey promises riveting moments in the days to come. Stay tuned as we continue to follow his path in the UFC. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and get notified when we post interesting videos. See you some other time. Bye for now. The African Fighters.